Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 61 of Direwolf20's server play series. I am hanging out on the server. Jaded's here, but she's not in TeamSpeak, so I don't know what she's doing. But Ari's here. How you doing, Ari?
Hi.
And Amnet, I think. Are you talking, Amnet?
I can.
You can. And, ladies and gentlemen, the man with the voice.
Hi.
What's up, Sacha Varel?
I love you, Dyer.
Aww.
I'm fan.
Ari, your house is coming along really nice.
Thanks. You were just standing on my pool table.
Awesome.
You proved that it was structurally sound.
It looks really good, actually. I don't think I've ever actually seen anyone use the pipes and the covers and the facades to make like a table. It looks awesome.
Thanks. I did it over here too with the dining room table.
Nice.
I know. I needed to accent the pink somehow.
Once we have Forge multi-part, you will get to play with some really cool things that can do awesome stuff. But it's not here yet. It's not here on Forge yet, on Forgecraft.
What do you think about this?
Looking good. I like it.
What's
the button
my nothing right
it's
now.
a refrigerator. Oh, I get it. That's cool.
And then the squeezer.
Nice.
And then this is a little sink. It doesn't have water in it yet. It will. And then the oven, the furnace, and then these will all have little foods in them. And then
I'll
I'm going to put some...
because that's what I do.
Oh. My mom senses all just really wanted to scold you just now.
Yeah, I know. I know how to drive you insane. It's fine.
Yeah, and so then I'm going to do some brewing stands up here. So this is going to be for potions. I'll put a chest in here somewhere as well. There's a chest right here, but I'm going to do brewing and all the juicing stuff in here. So there's the squeezer in here, and this will be like my little kitchen area.
Nice.
A kitchen that's both fashionable and practical.
I know. Ba-dum-bum! I feel like that needed like a jingle. I don't know.
It did. It sounded like an official commercial.
Thanks.
And I heard you made a laser.
I made a laser.
Nice.
And I was by myself on the server. There wasn't even anyone here to answer questions. And I didn't burn my house down.
Which is always a plus.
I'm going to call that, and I'm going to call that a success when I didn't burn my house down and the laser still pew-pews correctly.
Awesome. So that's how you made your facades. Good job.
It is. And it all started because I was trying to make a pool table. And I wanted to do pink wool, and I wanted to have the facade on the outside of the pink wool. And then I realized that you could only use facades on pipes. So then I had to make a ping pong table instead of a pool table.
Cool.
So that's how that was born. There's and this is going to be really sad. I probably shouldn't say this. This little contraption right here took me 2 hours.
But you figured it out all yourself, so...
Well, and I had to go mining for stuff, too. Like, I had to go mining for obsidian, and I ran out of redstone, so I had to go mining for the redstone. So all of this stuff, essentially, I mined and created and did it by myself, which is not going to seem impressive to most of the people out there. But since I'm new to this whole thing, I've been doing it for, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Then, yeah.
No, I think you did fine.
Thanks.
I think you did really good.
Not super impressive, but I did it, and it's mine.
What's funny is the assembly table is one of those blocks that's not super intuitive to use. So the fact that you figured out all the components and how it works is actually pretty good. Most blocks are just you put it down and it starts working. That's one you actually have to put a couple components together, and it's a little counterintuitive, some of the functions. So
here, Amnet doesn't have a laser, so I'll show him how the laser pew-pews on its own. Look, do you see it? Look at it. Pew! So awesome.
Nice. So that laser does run on the same type of energy that this thing outputs too. So if you want, you can also run your conduits over to that laser.
Oh.
If you want. And if you put a chest next to the table, if you put a chest right there, anything it makes will automatically go into the chest.
Oh, well that would prevent all this stuff from just falling on the floor like what it's currently doing.
Yep.
Well, that's good to know. I need to fix this table, by the way. I was
waiting
waiting
on
tips
and trips.
I know. I was waiting on 2 little pieces to finish this table, and now I have them, and now I can control the world.
Nice. So I'm going to go and show my viewers what I've got going on back at my base now. Flying across the world.
You would have been proud too, Dyer, by the way, because after dying in the cave twice and not knowing how to get back to my house, I started using the portal gun and carrying the portal gun, so that portal that is on the side of my stairs goes right next to where the obsidian is, and I can just walk back and forth when I was running out.
Nice.
I felt like that. I know, and I felt like that was a huge thing for me to like make my life easier instead of doing everything the complicated way.
Now you're thinking with portals.
Because I learned. I know. It's all from Dyer.
I aim to please. So I've got a massive amount of two things: fuel and oil. And as a result of those, I have a massive amount of power going on. My steam boiler's all maxed out on temperature. I've got all kinds of good stuff happening, and I've got lots of energy production. Also, I think last episode I was questioning whether the steam turbines would self-regulate their power output. They are, so that's good. And we're in pretty good shape. So I'm going to get ready to start working on some kind of new project, guys. We'll be back in a few minutes and get started. And we're back, guys. So I have a couple things I want to work on today. There's one particularly cool item I want to craft. A couple items I want to make, actually. Maybe even related to Tinker's Construct. We'll have to see. And there's another thing I want to work on. It's something that I kind of started a ways back. I started creating and never really finished up my enchantment thingy. I would like to be able to make these enchantments like much easier to manage and deal with, and I have a couple ideas on how I'd like to handle that. So we're going to see if we can pull that off. So we're going to see what we can manage. Who's new here that wasn't here before? Jaded's here. What's up, Jaded?
Hi.
Recording. How are you doing?
Pretty good. You can see color, can't you?
Yes.
Oh, good, because Marathi's not around, and I need somebody to check if I color coordinated the Thumbcraft room right. Strange silence.
Are you on the server?
I'm getting on. I had to log
okay.
off and check a bug with your new pack.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, why can't I teleport to you? Oh, okay. So I need guys to make
somebody posted
some empty
a
canisters.
bug. They were
A
doesn't
bug,
exist. They did something silly because that bug doesn't exist.
Fair enough.
Okay, now you can teleport to me.
Okay. While I'm away, guys, I'm going to be cooking up some aluminum. Let's go check out Jaded's house. Incoming frame rate lag.
Oh, I'm over here. We have to go through the portal, like close to the door.
Hang on one sec. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I'm back. So, where to?
Portal.
Okay. This is your thumb room? Ooh, it looks good.
I can't tell, especially with some of the lighter colors. It's supposed to be kind of like rainbowed.
Yeah.
But, you know, I can't quite tell if I got the colors in line or if I've got any glaringly obvious mistakes.
This bottom one down here is more of a gray than a purple, but it's not.
Oh, not the bottom rows. Those are the.
Oh, okay.
Those are the ones that the golems are still filling.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, everything's pretty close. Kind of orangish and yellowish and greenish, and yeah, it looks pretty close to them all.
Okay, so no glaringly obvious mistakes.
Nope, looks good.
Aside from the ones on the bottom, which I can't do anything about.
Yeah. No, that looks fine.
Oh, cool. Yay, thank you.
You are quite welcome. Now, where's your nether book?
Oh, let me just remove the... I only have the one portal up here, so I just changed books out.
Cool.
There you go.
Yeah, I didn't want to go to that weird age that you have going on over there yet.
It's my bee age.
Yeah, scary.
Yeah, it has bees.
If you
It
say
has
so.
like 39 alvearies.
I'm making heart canisters, by the way.
I need, you know what I need? I need a turtle program that builds alvearies.
Okay, how do I make raw aluminum?
Might finally be a decent reason to learn computer craft.
Oh boy, I may have to get aluminum ingots only from the liquid casting table? Like, this doesn't work to get an ingot from?
Yeah, you only get the ingot if you smelt them. You get that little teeny tiny thing. Otherwise, if you put them in the smeltery and pour them into casting tables, you get the full ingot. I don't know why.
Sweet. It looks like that's the way I have to make ingots. Alright, well, while that's melting, I'll just, you know, melt a couple of them. Let's do this.
And if you like make blocks of aluminum, you get 9 of the raw aluminum out instead of aluminum ingots. Kind of weird.
Ooh, I have like exactly enough diamonds for this.
I'm not sure what his purpose was behind that.
I literally had
say-
exactly enough diamonds to make the 10 jeweled apples that I'm going to need.
I love the clear button on the AE crafting screen.
Oh yeah, that's nice now, isn't it?
Yeah, I finally figured out what that was.
Yeah. It's, I think it's new in version 12, maybe?
Yeah, it's version 12. I haven't had time to play mods just for fun lately.
Yeah. Alright, let me wait for the aluminum to cook up here, guys, and then I'm going to have to get a ingot mold, which I should have one of. Ingot cast. Cool. And I'll be here for a minute turning this liquid aluminum, once it melts, into, there it goes, ingots. Be right back. Just recording for a moment here, guys, to show you this little process. I, real quick, put a hopper under here and adjusted this little setup so that it's outputting on the orange instead of the white. So now we've got automated ingot production. I'll probably disable this when I'm done because I usually use this casting table manually and I wouldn't want the hopper to automatically pull out, but for now it works. Alright guys, we're back. While I'm waiting for a few more pieces of aluminum to be turned into ingots in that little automated system I have, I decided to start putting together some of the gadgetry that I would like for my storage system for these different enchants. Now, in previous seasons, you've seen me use like a giant, room with a ton of barrels and stuff, but that's just way too much space being taken up. So, instead of that, I'd like to do a little micro AE-based system. So I'm going to build an applied energistic system that's pretty much just set up, dedicated for all this cool stuff. So, let's get it going. We're going to have to put, probably instead of, oh, what are you? Fuzzy import bus. Ah, okay, cool. That should do, actually. That'll do nicely. Alright, I'm going to place here is going to be an ME interface, okay? And we're going to see here that, you know, it's going to have the access to pretty much mess with the existing system. We're going to kind of build this all in one go. So I'm probably going to want... you see your ME interface, though, is linked up to the main AE network, aren't you? That should be alright. This should kind of work, and if it doesn't, we'll manage something cool. You know what? Maybe we should rebuild this whole thing with AE. That could be cool. We'll consider it. Let me build this part first, and then we'll see if we expand this out a little bit. So we're going to want an ME access terminal. We'll probably want to access this thing from, like, somewhere cool in the wall like that. So we should definitely grab some ME cable while we're down here. I think Soren moved my wireless access points. I don't have access to it anymore from here, don't I? No problem. Just gotta run up here and get some ME cable. Everybody got so quiet all of a sudden.
Sorry, I keep popping in and out. I'm warming up some food.
That's cool, man. I'm just teasing.
Wife made some red beans and rice. Ooh.
Ooh, I like. Just so it's all fancy and nice looking. Now, obviously, we need some power here. So I do have some power nearby. I'll just run some more redstone of the conduits here. And then I'll show you guys what the health canisters do once all that stuff's done crafting. But let's see. For now, probably just want the power coming in here. You know what? There's power right here. And it's underground too, so I can hide it nicely. That'll do. Look at that, perfect. That was extremely easy. So we've got power. It's a small network, you can see, right? So the ME controller here, even though we have an ME interface here connected to the fuzzy import bus that's connected to the whole network, I'm thinking because this is a fuzzy import bus, it's treating this as just an interface, so it's not actually connected to the entire rest of the AE network. That's why this controller is reporting this. And if we open up the interface here, you can see there's no items available. And I have nowhere actually to store items at the moment because I haven't placed down my ME drive just yet, but we're getting there. Let's put this guy down like, probably so. And I even brought myself a few 1K discs. Now, I'm not really sure exactly how many of these I'm going to need to fill. So that's why I'm just going to put one in here, because I'm not sure if we have two books that are the same. So like say we've got, you know, looting 3 and looting 3. Here comes the test. I'm going to put these both in here. And we can see that they're actually stacked as 2, but is that considered in the AE system as 2 types or 1 type with 2 types of bytes? So let's see. 1 of 63 types. So even though they don't stack, it's still considered 1 of 63 types. I guess it's the same way that even if you have like a billion cobblestone, it's only considered 1 type. So that's kind of good. But I still want to have like a couple storage units in there. So go with a couple 1Ks for now, and maybe eventually I'll upgrade these guys at some point to like, you know, 4 8K if I need to, something like that. So we've got storage, we've got these things, and what's going to happen, basically, is the following. I'm going to flip this lever, and that'll let a sword go in. Okay, now as the sword's getting enchanted, the items are going to land in here. And what's going to happen is because this ME interface is set up to do what it's doing, you know, it's not going to allow the items to stay in the interface. So any item that lands in the interface are going to disappear and show up inside the AE network here. So basically, our swords and our enchanted books are going to land in here. So let's give this thing a little bit of time to finish its work. Real quick, I'm going to see if I have any golden swords in the network. I'm guessing I probably don't at the moment. I'm sure I don't, actually. Yeah, I could craft one, obviously, but I don't have any in the network. So let's give it a minute. We're going to come back to that. And now we're going to head upstairs and hopefully have a bunch of aluminum sitting up here. So we can turn you off. I could probably switch this configuration back to white. And we should have a bunch of aluminum. Nice. Good. That's what I wanted to see. Put a couple things away. And now we can work on some Tinker's Construct stuff. So I'm trying to make heart containers. It's actually something I've been kind of meaning to get around to. There we go. And now I should have everything I need. Ta-da! Heart canisters. Nice. So I do have a few hearts remaining in here. But this is basically, there's 6 left, so maybe I'll save them for Soren or something. These guys are part of Tinker's Construct. They go into your inventory slot right here. And watch my health bar. This is the cool part. For each heart canister that you have, and it stacks up to 10, as you can see, you get an extra health point. So I currently have 11 health. Notice that one of my hearts is gold. And because I have full health, I'm regenerating. Let's actually, I can run over to my B room. Actually, I think that's where my portal leads. And I'll let the regeneration effect kick in. Nice. There we go. Now we're healing up. So I'm getting up to 20 health instead of just the original 10. That's pretty awesome. Alright guys, I'll be back in a minute once that enchanting is done. Alright guys, we're back. I'm heading down to my basement. I want to check this out and see if it works. Cool. So, did you finish? Oh, you kind of did. Good. I'm going to set the energy pulsar back on. I had that disabled for a moment. Looks like I just got Bane of Arthropods 4, which is kind of a not-so-fun enchant. So it's going to strip it. I got Sharpness 4 as well, so I mean, yeah. Bane 5, Sharpness 4. Cool. So let's give this a minute to see what happens next. So just like usual, the golden sword will come into here first, because it still has another enchant that it can go into. So there we can see it happening, and I'm going to wait for that to get stripped off so that it's a normal golden sword, because what I'm curious about is what's going to happen first. Is the interface going to dump the golden sword into the ME terminal, or is this import bus going to pull the golden sword out faster and put it back into my main AE network? We're going to find out. Alright, so yes, it does look like the golden sword landed in the ME terminal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to be an export config. Now I'm not sure how it's going to handle damage values, so we're going to kind of have to monitor that. But for now we have a normal golden sword. Notice how as soon as I placed it in the system it disappeared. It landed in the ME interface. That's cool. This guy's not pulling out of it though, huh? Golden sword. Ignore damage. Split at 99. Split at 75. I think I had to configure this a little bit. Alright, I guess it's... Oh, you know what? Exported items. Okay, yeah. No, it did work. We're good. We're totally good. I'm just derping. Dire derp, big time. That's the export config. That's the Phantom Golden Sword. So the real Golden Sword got pulled out of the AE system. It landed in the ME interface, and then it got imported into the main AE system. That's kind of cool. So let's see, do we have a sword? Nice. We actually have a fully crafted one in there. Remember, I didn't have one before. We have a fully crafted one, obviously, because this thing probably did its job. Yep, Cyclic Assembler probably just finished running. It probably already had a damaged sword in there. Everything looking good. Cool. I'm making a few more aluminum ingots, by the way. So let's let the system run a little bit, and we'll see. What I would also like to do is work on getting a couple extra enchants. So I think first step should be get another gold sword in there. Thank you. And step 2 will be let's get this stuff dumped into here. And I'm going to do that manually off camera right now. Now we're talking. Look at all that stuff. So we actually had 25 books of Sharpness 4. That's pretty impressive. And 17 of Knockback 2. We're definitely seeing the distribution of enchants. I'm pretty sure I've got a repair in here. I'd like to get a few more of these repairs because they're obviously very useful. But I'm pretty pleased with the way this turned out. Nice. I just want to let this sword thing do its thing because I want to make sure that next time this iteration goes through that the sword doesn't land in here if it has a different damage value. I'm not sure how the ME interface export config is going to handle damage values, so I'll be back to report on that in just a moment. Yep, as suspected, damage values do count. So what I'm thinking I'll do is add this guy to the damage value and like basically every time I get a new damage value, so this was done once, this was done twice, I'm guessing they'll be about the same number each time. So hopefully next time this occurs, we should come up with a good list of all the golden swords that need to be exported. But that's not bad. We've got a pretty well exported system here. So this thing is working really nicely. Cool. All right, I'll be back in a minute. All right, guys, we are back. I'm actually coming down to this room because there's one thing I never moved. My enchanting area. Figured I might as well. This was a nifty idea for an underground area, but it just wasn't as cool as I had hoped it would be. So I think my thawm room is better. So should I put my enchanting thing in my thawm room? I don't think there's really much room for it, and I don't think it would fit in there. So I'm going to stick it in my basement where I have all my other nifty gadgets. Let's just do this.
What if we thought you should stick it in your thawm room?
Well, it doesn't fit in there. Have you seen my thawm room?
Yeah, you locked me in there the other day.
Oh, cool. Did you enjoy it?
No, I was very scared. I thought you weren't going to let me out.
Now, honestly, of all the people on Forgecraft, would I do that to you, Jaded?
Yes.
What,
trap me in there and force me to breed bees for you.
Well, alright, you got me there. You're probably right.
Like I have a captive jaded cat. Breed bees!
Breed them now. It's 15 is how many bookshelves I need, right? For
for the enchanting bookshelves, not the bibliocraft bookshelves.
yeah, for enchanting, right?
Yeah.
15 is the minimum for 30 levels of awesomeness.
I usually do more though because it just looks kind of silly having that little ring of bookshelves. Like I want floor-to-ceiling bookshelves.
I can't blame you for that. I was really hoping there'd be wood in here, and there's not enough.
I'm thinking I might see if XComp would be willing to tell me what I need to write to make the type world I want.
What do you want?
So I could go fancy, pretty, friendly, and then I went to. Have you seen his world?
XCOM's world?
Yeah.
I feel like I probably have not.
Yeah, like 57 symbols, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's in the corner of my main room where you went through the portal to get to the Thaumcraft thing. That place is wow. I want him to make one for me, and then I'll start building a pretty house, because that's the one thing I haven't really done. I haven't actually really built anything pretty. Highly technical, yes. Pretty, not so much.
Right. Yeah, I'm not terribly good at the pretty either, as most people seem to know by now.
Well, yeah, sorry. I would try and be tactful, but you'd know I was lying.
You don't need to be tactful about something that's very much an obvious fact. Though I'm trying. Like I think I'm doing a little bit better.
I build massive structures of technology and stuff. You know, I'm not. I build pretty. I just don't build pretty in Minecraft. I'm kind of thinking I might want to. But for that, I want the right age.
I'm thinking I just found a really good way to get repair 2 enchants.
Oh? Get repair 1 and then combine them?
No, I'm pretty sure that the Hoe of Growth, a couple people have posted that the only enchant that can land on the Hoe of Growth is repair 2.
For more, I think it takes less material. The Thaumium Grafter can also only receive repair 2.
Only receive?
The only one it can receive.
Oh, that's even more interesting. But the cool thing is, like, you don't need material, because you just put repair 2 on it, you strip it, it takes a little bit of damage, you put repair 2 on again, wait for it to repair itself, and then strip it. And then put it on again and wait for it to repair itself. Or is that cheating?
Honestly, I think that's probably an exploit, but if they want to fix that, they're going to have to fix it on their end. That's not...
I wouldn't call that an exploit exactly. I don't think I have the Thaumium Grafter. Now that I'm looking for it. Oh wait, there it is. Thaumium Grafter. Oh, it's just an arcane work table with 2 pieces of Thaumium? That's not bad. That is cheaper.
It's cheaper.
I have an Axe of the Stream, but it has like a couple of the unbreakings on it, and I don't think you can have both. So I'm going to wait for it to break.
I think the... I don't know how much the Thaumium Scoop costs, but I know it can only get repair 2 as well.
So where's XCOM's world? I want to come see it and show it on stream.
Hang on, I'm almost back to my place. I'll pop back and show it to you.
Alright, I'm at your base.
Oh yeah, I'm just plopping down one more Tesseract at my quarry setup, because you know me, I never do just a few quarries. It's always 5 or 6 or 20. Alright,
YouTube, we'll be back when Jaded's here. Alright, so I want to go check out, Jaded tells me that XComp made an age, and it's really awesome. XComp's age. Oh, this is cool.
Isn't this gorgeous?
Yeah. So what has he got, like a cyan sky going here?
I don't know, there's like 57 symbols in this book.
Well, he's definitely
I got lost after the first 10.
Yeah, he's definitely got like oakwood tendrils. He's probably got biomes. I don't know how many are which biomes, but I definitely see more than one. So we've got an orchard biome.
I know I had to go over to yours and copy a few because there were a few he wanted that you had and I didn't have.
Oh, I should tell you that I came by your house and copied a few of yours the other day.
I kind of figured. I told XComp we just kind of share if we're looking for one, we go see if somebody else has it.
It's not a checkerboard, so there's orchard and forest. He might have only specified 3 symbols. I don't see many other.
I think he did 4. Well, he wanted plains, but nobody had a plains page at the time.
Yeah, here's field. And I guess this is like his base, or it leads to his base.
This is all he got started.
He's got a little bit of storage, couple very basic items.
He said something about he's going to build like an underground thing. I'm not sure, but I told him to feel free to help himself to my materials, and I come on a couple of times and he's just sitting there poking at my AE system. So
Oh, I think he's got obelisks. That's what these obsidian things are. Obelisks.
Yeah.
It is a
it's
nice
like
age.
57 symbols. It's huge.
Yeah. Maybe I'll flip through them real quick so that anybody who really wants to see it can, like, watch the video in slow motion or pause it or something to see. How do we get back to your place?
The book there goes straight back to my place.
Oh, it goes back to yours? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't seem to be able to flip through the book. Maybe because I didn't write it.
Correct. If it's just a linking book, you can't flip through it.
Yeah, I don't know where the book is that he actually wrote. Because I remember looking at it when he first wrote it, and it was like, it's huge. I asked how many symbols, and he said 57.
This is not a nether hub. I don't think there's a link book out of here. Is this an age you just created? Oh, I see. There's some quarries here.
Yeah, there should be a link book on top of the quarries.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I like this. What'd you get here? Blue grass? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but for some reason, turning the grass blue made it so all the dirt is blank, and I've just got blue tall grass, which what's supposed to happen, I don't think.
Interesting.
But it's got those, the Mystcraft crystal spheres, so
Yeah.
I'm quarrying that.
Cool. Yeah, those
What I was really after was
spheres
the
are pretty
quartz
neat,
stone.
aren't they?
Huh?
The spheres are pretty neat, aren't they?
They do seem to add a lot of lag to the world on loading, though, when you're exploring.
Do they? Yeah, it could be.
That and tendrils seem to have the same. Once they're generated, it's not a problem, but while you're sitting there waiting for them generated, it's like, I'm waiting. Are we done yet?
Jaded, you don't have enough alvearies, clearly.
Have you not been to my alveary world?
You have a whole separate dimension for alvearies? Because you have like 30 out here.
Oh yeah, well here, come here.
Oh boy. There's more alvearies than that.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Come through this portal.
Oh man. Yeah, you definitely don't have enough alvearies.
I told you, I need a turtle script to build these setups, the pipes, the AE system, etc. This is why I have a singularity. It's solely to link this to the other age.
How cool are these singularities, by the way? They're awesome.
I love them. They make it so I can nicely have all of my bee stuff over here.
So you've got
And that's my
centrifuges.
wall of centrifuges.
Nice. They're not automated, though, or they are?
Oh, they're automated, yeah.
Oh,
Right
I
now
see.
the
They're
bees aren't-
underneath. I see them.
There's enough of them that there's seldom any backup in the system right now. Once I start getting more alvearies in place.
Then you might have a little bit of a problem.
Yeah,
So-
I put up enough to make sure that it can take care of what I've currently got and hopefully a little extra.
Do you just want to have like one of every bee running all the time, or is there things that you like really need all this stuff for?
No, I've got 8 refined bees running. I've got 1 of every type of ore and gem bee running.
Wow.
And I've got, I think it's 8 of the fruit bees running, which gives me extra fruit juice for running the biomass engines, for making biomass for the biomass engines.
So refined bees, by the way, guys, create fuel and oil, right?
Yeah,
so
they,
how many
they give
how many do you
oil
need
come.
for a steam boiler to run? Like how many steam boilers are you running off 8 refined? I guess is the question.
Right now I'm running 3, but I staggered them on build up. I don't think I could have gotten 3 up to full
All at once.
all at once because they eat a lot of fuel on the first build up.
Dude, your base is nuts. Just in case you guys haven't seen Jaded's what she calls Tetris boilers. Yeah, Jaded, you've got a lot of stuff going on.
This is my wall of tesseracts for where I send energy.
I can see that. Alright guys, I'll be back in just a minute, and then I think we're getting pretty close to wrapping up. Oh guys, I got so distracted by Jaded's insane base. Wow, Jaded, your stuff is just everywhere. Holy cow, you have a lot of stuff.
I like stuff.
It's cool, that's for sure. We got to wrap up, though. Like, we're super duper past wrapping up point. So, for now, Direwolf20 signing off on episode 61. Hope you've enjoyed it. We will be back next time. Does this lead to the nether now, by the way?
Yes, I put the nether book in there.
Oh, you're the best. Yeah, next time we'll be back, and we've got some more interesting stuff to build. I would like to try out the bow and arrows from Tinkers now that we've updated. Also, there's an update coming pretty soon for extra bees that really changes some of the mechanics of the machines. So I'm going to be able to show you guys that as soon as we get the server updated. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and take it easy!